Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I have to show you guys what we got done in the living room today, which is pretty amazing. I also have to show you guys what's going on outside, because that's pretty also amazing and like horribly terrifying at the same time. But guys, the one thing that we did end up doing, or I did, was before I told you guys, so we don't actually have like a light switch for our living room. Like, a light switch doesn't actually turn on any lights in our living room. We have one light that turns on our outside porch light, and we have the other switch, which is like two switches over there, turns on one singular outlet over here. Not even like the full, like both outlets, it just turns on one outlet. So well, I had set up before we had got these the recliners, I had the lights set up so you actually turn the lights on, or you turn the switch on and the lights go through and like turn on. So we move stuff around. Now we have a light up here and one over here. And this one, which is still kind of works. My dad needs to, my mom really does not want to get rid of it. It's like a really old antique lamp. And guys, I'll be totally honest, I don't know how it has survived our household, because this whole top base thing up here actually comes off. I don't know how we've never broken it, like out of all of the rough housing and everything like that. In our house, this lamp has never broke, and it's like super top heavy too. Or not like, I mean, it's like balanced and everything like that, but like, I mean, if you bump into it or something like that, it's gonna fall over. Like I said, I don't know how it survived all this time. We call it the funeral lamp because it kind of looks like it belongs in a funeral home. But this lamp is, I don't know, there's something up with the wires actually. I think my dad's gonna run new wires, I think, through the lamp, is what needs to happen. But like I said, it's really old and my mom loves it, so we need to just, my dad's gonna actually, I think we're going to Menards tomorrow, which we were supposed to go today, but it is garbage weather outside today, so that's why we didn't end up going. Also because I woke up kind of late because I went to bed late last night. It's still kind of early, so I just need to take a fast shower tonight too, guys. But with this lamp, eventually I think we're actually, it's not going to go over here, it's going to go over in this corner. And then we'll have lights on a switch, because again, this light switch turns on one singular outlet that's down over here, and then I have an extension cord that runs into this lamp, and then I'm going to run one that runs over there too, so that when you turn it on, it'll turn the big funeral lamp, which will be over there, and then these two lights on as well. So we actually ended up organizing kind of the living room right now, which it still is in a little bit of a mess and everything like that. But guys, we hung up and moved all of the picture frames, because when we got the recliners last year, we just moved stuff around so we could fit the recliners in here, never actually moved things and like other things that were on the wall. So like this was here in front of like this picture frame, so like half this picture frame was covered up, and like some of the other stuff was just, like I said, kind of like all over the place. And things were in front of other things, and certain pictures you couldn't even see because again, we had furniture that was like in front of it and stuff like that. So we have all of our, like this I think was done before. This picture was over here. We moved that one from the hallway, which is now in here, and then this was here, but we moved kind of some of these around, and then also some of this stuff was here, but we moved some of it too. This is still kind of a mess right now. It needs to be, again, kind of just cleaned off. It's a little bit better than it was. And then also too, I don't know what the heck is going on with the stuff in the front of the front door right now. It's also a mess. This is actually, I think, donation stuff that we're getting rid of. This is Matthew and Jack's stuff, their backpacks and things. I think this basket actually needs to go in that closet, but because their stuff's there, we can't even get in the closet. Like I said, that is just, I don't even know. We never even went over there today or did any of that. But guys, this is kind of the new thing, which was my thing that I ended up doing. Which this was in the kitchen. I actually told you guys that we were planning on either getting rid of it, moving it into the laundry room or something like that, but I was really upset because it was holding, like you guys can see, all of our coffee cups fit perfectly up here, and I love having this. We had like fruits and vegetables up here. We had this in a different spot. So all of our coffee stuff was like all over the place in the kitchen. We had some stuff down here. I had some of the crock pot stored down here. And so what I am now, this is for the coffee bar basically, which was how it was originally. It was originally used as that. That's what we were doing and everything like that. But then we ended up, again, moving stuff around and things got changed. And so like some of the stuff didn't make sense. My dad is trying to finish tiling the hallway and can't keep going anymore because this was in the way, and he wanted to move it into the hallway because it really was, there wasn't a lot of space, a room, and it didn't make sense to have it where it was. So we ended up moving this and putting this now in here. So now this kind of goes with our whole coffee bar little thing that's going on here, right? That we've had for, again, maybe about a year or so, or maybe, I don't remember if it was this past Christmas or if it was 2 Christmases ago we finished putting this up. It seems like it's been here for like forever, but I can't tell you guys actually when it was that we put this up. So now it goes with our coffee bar, and then we have this here. The reason we don't want the coffee, like the Keurig actually on here, is because like before it will like leak, or not leak, but like just, again, stains and stuff like this. I don't actually think this is butcher block, and I don't think that it's like treated or anything like that. So it stains kind of easily, if we've noticed. Like it gets rings and stuff like that on there. And so what happened with where we had it before, the Keurig, was like there was like rings and like coffee stains and stuff like that under that. We definitely don't want that on here, so we have it on this one, which is a little less noticeable since it is a darker wood. Also, we have this underneath here to try and prevent that from happening. But again, it just, we like don't want it on here. And also too, it's not supposed to be really for like coffee. It's supposed to be more of like a coffee bar and like coffee somewhere else. So we ended up doing that in here, which again kind of goes with the whole thing in the coffee bar section. And then my mom, again, my dad rehung everything in here, and then my mom ended up kind of moving around the furniture, which these actually, the chairs now fit better in here right now, all of them, which is good. And Mr. B is sleeping over here, but like that was over here, and again it was taking up space. We're actually, my mom has a tablecloth that's supposed to go over this so that at least you can't see all the cords and everything like that that are behind there, because you guys can see this is our central hub, and it is a hot mess. And all kinds of cords that are going everywhere. Like all of the router stuff and everything like that is in our living room, which my dad actually is going to run the wires actually through our laundry room so that you don't actually have to see the mess that's in here, but it will still be in here, because we don't have anywhere else really where we can put it that it makes sense. Like we could put it like in my mom's office in the back of the house. Honestly guys, I don't want it in there. It just, her room's never clean. Like the living room is the only place where it's kind of clean in here, and it makes the most sense to have like this stuff. Upstairs too, I mean, like maybe it would work upstairs, but I don't know. We just, like, ever since we got our new internet, like probably over a decade ago, we ended up having all the stuff in here. It used to be, I think, upstairs at one point, but ever since, again, probably close to 10 years ago, it's just been in here. And there's no other room in the house that makes sense to have it in, or to put it where it's, like I said, not like weirdly out of place. So although it is kind of an eyesore to be in the living room, we don't have anywhere else for it. This is also too, we have our PS4s down here just so we can watch like Blu-ray on the TV. We also have our Blu-ray in stereo, which the Blu-ray player doesn't work anymore, so it's just for our stereo. And then our like Wi-Fi and Netgear and all that kind of stuff that we have in AT&T and that kind of thing. And then our cable box down here. So yeah, that's why that stuff's here. And then honestly guys, I think this is just a backup generator, which if the power goes out, it saves. I think it has like a 12-hour battery, and I have no clue where we got it, if they like gave it to us or if we've had it or what, but I think it's like a backup power, and so our internet actually stays on even if the power goes out, so we still have Wi-Fi and stuff like that, so it doesn't like take so long to reset, because it's still running on the backup generator, which actually I don't think is on anymore, because it hasn't been working when our power goes out. Our internet's still going out, I think. All we have to do is turn it on, but the problem is it makes this really loud beeping noise, and it terrifies the dogs, and I don't know if there's a way to actually turn that off. So yeah, this also too is back here. My mom kind of switched these two things over here, and like I said, we got a whole bunch of more pictures just moved and like hung up and stuff like that. And then, like I said, we ended up, I think everything else was kind of the same. But we pretty much rearranged most of the living room today. This, I actually don't know where it's going. It's not staying here, I don't think. And like I said, that will kind of be like covered up, so you can't really tell what's over there. But guys, the reason that we didn't end up going to Menards today was because, guys, look at that, we have snow outside again. Like, seriously. I think I told you guys when it snowed like 2 weeks ago, I think. I was like, oh, this is the last time it's supposed to snow, you know, and then it's going to be warm again and we won't get snow anymore. Hopefully this is the last snow that we get, because it's literally almost May and we're still getting snow. It's ridiculous too, because the grass is like actually green and everything like that, and like all the plants are coming up. Like our hostas are actually like full on coming up. We have like plants that are in like full-on flowering and stuff like that, and yet we have snow. I don't know why. So I think we were supposed to get like 8 inches, which we actually have a decent amount. Some of it wasn't sticking. It was kind of like raining too a little bit at one point, so then it was kind of like washing the snow away. But we were supposed to, and I don't know what the total accumulation was, but I think we were supposed to get 8 inches, which I don't think we have 8 inches out there right now. But there's still enough where it's sticking that it's like covered everything, you know. So yeah, that stinks, guys. So that is why we didn't really go anywhere today. It was just horribly crummy weather out. I think it's supposed to be like 50 though tomorrow, which is supposed to be actually decently nice out. Like, you know, not super warm, but like I feel like it's a little cool, but at least it's not like snowing weather. So all the snow will most likely probably be gone by tomorrow or Monday again. Which, don't even, honestly guys, like, why do we have snow? Our plants are coming up. I was about ready to plant, like, some other bulbs and stuff like that. I wanted to plant, like, you know, even get some, like, possibly look into some of the other plants that we're going to get, like our window box plants and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, can't do that because we're supposed to get snow again, which we might even wait a little bit longer too. But I feel like at this point last year, like, I think we'd already had like our window box plants, which were annuals. I think they were annuals or perennials, the ones that only come back once a year. I don't know why, guys, I never keep those ones straight. But yeah, so we do those in like our flower box. Sometimes we'll put other ones in the garden and stuff like that. And I was even thinking about like doing it and planting some of my bulbs for like the summer, but I'm not supposed to do it until like the last, like, you know, until there's no more risk of snow outside, which there is. And so yeah, guys, but I'm like, the living room is so clean and it's so organized, and like there's a clutter right now. Like, it's still a little messy, but there's no clutter. Like before, it was clutter and furniture and things that were not, like, nothing felt like it was supposed to be in the room. It just felt like we pushed everything off to sides and stuff like that. So my mom and Matthew were actually down here doing it for a long portion of today, and then I just ended up doing this. So the kitchen is also a little bit more open because that's not in there either. And my dad can keep going with the tile. We're gonna go to Menards though, I think tomorrow. I told you guys to get our funeral lamp, like electric stuff that we need for that. And then also too, I need to get those baskets tomorrow at Menards so I can organize my potatoes, which is another story I'll try and share with you guys when I actually get that done and hung up, which might be in tomorrow's vlog. It might be like later in the week if we do wind up actually buying them. But also too, the kitchen is a little bit disorganized only because some of the stuff that was on that shelf I ended up moving and don't have a place for it at the current moment, which I need to do a little bit more reorganization in the kitchen now because of it. But the kitchen feels a little more open. It feels like bigger and like, you know, nicer and stuff like that. So this is where we had the coffee thing over here. And so now it's just right now for fruit. I think we might put like maybe a small appliance, like maybe something else will go over here too. But my mom really likes having that table there too, and I do kind of. Also underneath it though, we have my grandma's smaller table, which fits actually perfectly under there, and it almost creates another shelf. So we actually keep all of our like baking sheets on top of it, because when we got the new fridge where we used to keep our baking sheets, which was in between the fridge and the cabinet, we can't anymore. Also because we have the chest, or not the chest, but like the pull-out drawer freezer part. So we can't keep like those type of things down there where we used to with the old fridge, and it's also closer to the cabinet now. So again, that fits really well there. Since again, like things, when you get new furniture or like new appliances, you have to figure out how everything now is all going to refit in space and stuff like that that you already have. So that's why it is a little bit of a hot mess right now, like when we got all this stuff, and like we've just slowly, like, again, getting things hung up, like taking care of all that kind of stuff. But the living room right now feels like a space that's being done and taken care of. The hallway's all painted and there's new tile down in there. The bathroom is pretty much completely all renoed, like, and the living room is at least a little bit better than it was. We didn't do really any like painting or like, you know, new anything in there other than the couches, which are a year, maybe 2 years old now. And we just, again, never got around to like moving some of the stuff that needed to be moved since then, and some of the furniture that got moved, and then we had picture frames that were in the wrong spot, and like it was hard to try and figure out like where we can get all this stuff to fit with the chairs that we have in here, because they really don't fit the space that well. But because of it, we need to figure out how to make the best of the space now, because that's what we have. And so yeah, that's kind of what we ended up doing today. And like I said, everything's worked out really well, and I like how everything's kind of fit in this space, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go take my dog, and who's sleeping in here, and I don't know where Charlie went. Where's your brother? Where's Charles? You wanna go night-night? Wanna go Kayla's room? Yeah, let's go Kayla's room. Oh, buddy, you're so cute. I love you, my little friend. Oh my goodness. Oh, you wanna go night-night? Yeah. Did you like playing in the snow? Hopefully this is the last time this year that you get to play in it until next winter. And that's what I'm hoping for. I know you really want to be outside in the nice, new, almost fenced-in yard and go and play in the not snow. You can play out there and run in the summer. Does that sound better than running around in the snow? I honestly don't know if you really like snow or not. You normally don't like really seem too fazed by it. You just go and do your business. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.